Hey.
So underway now in this combined under 16 and under 15 3,000 metres. In the under 16 competition we have 10 starters. Matilda Strugnall from Sandringham, Jamie Lee Code from Frankston, Monique Goldsworthy, Williamstown, Georgina Mees, Ballarat, YCW, Jemima Wilson, Yarra Rangers, May Reid Spark from Williamstown, Callista Race Stalling, Wodonga, Brianna Kroll from Box Hill, Megan Dixon from Chilwell and Lucinda Rourke from Williamstown. In the under 15 competition we have 13 starters. Madeline Laven from Yarra Rangers, Claire Marnie from Wendouree, also Neve Tabbett, Coburg Harriers, Rihanna Watts from Ballarat YCW, Ava Cameron, Glenn Huntley, Rose Mayhew, Chilwell, Amy Bunnage, Mentone, Maddie Kremers, De Boer, Sandringham, Abby Goldsworthy, Williamstown, Amira Tabbett from Coburg, Madeline Wilson, Glenn Huntley, Jasmine Orley from Athletics Chilwell, Debbie Hisoto from Wellington and Esther Horton from Coburg Harriers.
Well, the first 200 metres, they were at least 3 or 4 wide into lane number 2. So different start for this combined under 15, under 16 event, now stretched over about 45 metres. Looks like Jamie Lee Code, perhaps.
Not unusual for Jamie Lee to lead an event like this. You'd see Lucinda Rourke will be a ever-present figure. We saw her very powerfully win the 1500 metres last week. Neve Tabbett in the under 15s will definitely be one to watch alongside Madeline Laven from Yarra Rangers, and potentially Amy Bunnage could be there as well. So good fields here, Glenn, in these 3,000 metre races, similar to what we saw in the last event. And it is Jamie Lee Code from Bunnage, Rourke, Dixon, Tabbett, Neve Tabbett that is. A little bit of a gap then to Goldsworthy. And also up there, Brianna Kroll from Box Hill. So we'll get a good comparative split when they come around through the finish line the next time, because that'll be the 1 kilometre mark. In our first event for the morning, they went through at about 3:20.
Our first presentation this morning will be for the under 18 women's 3,000 metre championship of Victoria. In third place and bronze medalist today in a time of 10:20.43, representing the Sandringham Athletic Club, Sophie Coughlin. In second place and silver medalist today in a time of 10:19.65, representing Western Athletics, Ebony Dottermaid. And in first place and gold medalist today in a time of 10:15.78, representing the Wellington Athletic Club, Rachel Jennings. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate our medalists in the women's under 18 3,000 metre final.
So back on the track, and it's still Code, Bunnage, Rourke, Dixon and Tabbett. Bit of a break then to Georgina Mees, the Ballarat YCW runner, Goldsworthy and Amira Tabbett, followed by May Reid Spark next through.
Under 17. No, results haven't come in for under 17.
So in the lead bunch of 5, we've got 3 of the under 16s, and they are Code, Dixon and Rourke. And then from the under 15s, we've got Tabbett and also a Bunnage. Now we saw Tabbett last week in a chair-away win in the 15, just sat beautifully on pace, and then a big last lap brought her through. Potentially sitting there waiting to do something similar today, as we see Jamie Lee Code still pulling the pace along beautifully. My apologies, but I did miss the 1K split. But that top 5 moving well. Georgina Mees in next position. She's also in the under 16 competition and currently sitting in 4th place. So Bunnage just having a bit of a look around to see who's in the pack as she eases away into the lead. I think last week she was out-kicked by Tabbett, so probably wanting to know where Neve Tabbett sits, and she's sitting at the back of the pack, just behind Dixon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next medal presentation is for the women's under-17 3,000 metre championship of Victorian. Third place and bronze medalist in a time of 10:42.59, representing the Collingwood Athletic Club, Simone Maladay. In second place and silver medalist in a time of 10:36.39, representing the South Melbourne Athletic Club, Grace Turner. And in first place and gold medalist today in a time of 10:32.44, representing the Doncaster Athletic Club, Hannah Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate our medalists in the women's under-17 3,000 metres.
So Bunnage, Rourke, Dixon, Tabbett, Code, our early leader, just working to get back onto the pack there. So Bunnage from the under-15s leads the way. Her opposition, Tabbett, sitting in fourth. Rourke now decides to go. So one of the quality standouts in this age group, Lucinda Rourke, decides to make a move. They're approaching the 2 kilometre mark. So Rourke decides to go. Tabbett has covered that move. Code just drifting back a little bit. Dixon still in the pack as well. So Rourke not asserting herself though. We're deciding on the back straight now. It's time to make a bit of a move. So Tabbett covering that move as well. Bunnage in next position. So a group of 4. Rourke, Bunnage, Tabbett. Then Dixon. Gap to Code. Gap of about 50 metres back to Mies. Another 50 back to the chase pack, which includes Goldsworthy and also Kroll. So coming down to get 2 laps to go. For the under-16s, Rourke leads it. Dixon, 4th place in second in the 16s, then Code, 3rd in the 16s. In the under-15s, it's Bunnage and Tabbett. They're virtually side by side. So Mayreed Spark leading that next group. That includes a teammate Goldsworthy. We've also got Kroll in there. And Debbie Husoto from Wellington also figures prominently. So it looks like another move's been made. Rourke hitting the 600 metre to go mark now. And it's Rourke, Bunnage, Tabbett. Gap then to Dixon. Another gap then to Code. And a bigger gap to Mies from Ballarat. So Lucinda Rourke certainly putting the foot down, and the only 2 to go with her at this stage are Amy Bunnage and also Neve Tabbett. Tabbett looking very comfortable in that 3rd position at the moment. We saw this last week as they come down, and they will get the 1 a lap to go.
Yeah, the sprint will be on in this last 400 metres. Looking very strong.
Tabbett makes the move. I'd say Rourke will defend that position. She doesn't want to lose the inside running around the bend, and she does just that. So Rourke just puts a little bit of a spurt on. Bunnage is still there, but we saw Tabbett last week run away from her, and this looks like it's going to happen again this week, Glenn, as it's Rourke in the under-16s, Tabbett in the 15s, then a gap now to Bunnage, also Dixon and Jamie Lee Code. So the race is on now. Tabbett has been challenged. Tabbett is challenging Rourke. Rourke decides, no, I'm not going to have any of this. And 200 out, the race is on.
Yeah, look, that's just a great turn of speed. Still looking very relaxed. Body's in a great position. But I tell you, this race isn't over, Tim.
The clock's just going to 9:30 now. So we're looking at a sub 10-minute performance here from the girls. And it is Tabbett versus Rourke, but Rourke just looks too strong, Glenn, coming down the stretch. So Lucinda Rourke, another fine performance. She'll take out the under-16 competition. Neve Tabbett, she'll settle for second in the race, but she'll take gold in the under-15. So about 9:50. Great running there off a relatively slowish early start. Bunnage, good run. She'll be just over the 10-minute mark, or right on it, I think. So good run there from Bunnage. She'll take silver in the under-15s. Dixon, silver in the 16s. Code will take bronze in the 16s. So Georgina Mees, she'll settle for 4th place. And now it'll be Madeline Laven coming through. She'll be the bronze medalist launching out of that chase pack. So Madeline Laven, she'll take the bronze here in the under 15 competition. Clock just coming to about the 10:30 mark now.
Wow, that was another good combined event. Down to the last 200 metres, even though they were in different age groups, but a great run from both of our new champions in the under 16, under 15 women's 3K.
So unfortunately a few of the girls are finishing in lane 1 there, Glenn, which I think is going to confuse the photo finish, but we'll see if they can separate them. So a reminder to all 3,000 metre athletes, you must finish in lane 3.
We will remind them when we're back out in the venue. So we're just joining our live stream telecast. So for those athletes watching over in the warm-up track on live stream, take Tim's heed, finish in lane 3.
Interesting race there. I think Rourke just controlled that, Glenn. That was the signs that I got, that she was totally in control of that race. And when Tabbert made a bit of a move on her, she just thought, no, this is my time to move now, and just accelerated.
I think Jamie Lee Code, when she set out, you were right, she wanted a fast pace, but Rourke just said, no, that's it, Tabbert, thank you very much. We want to go a little bit faster. So
yeah, it's a trademark now of Tabbert. She tends to just sit.